When did Michael Page get in the UFC?
Recently. He had one fight.
Okay.
He had
That's
one
going to
fight.
be a great fight.
That's another great fight.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah,
I
look at
want
this.
to see if he gets away with all the shit at this level.
Well, he's going to fight Ian Garry,
Who's
who
a
is
motherfucker.
really tall and really, but I don't think he's going to be able to hit that dude.
You don't think
Michael
Ian Garry
Venom
will?
Page? No.
Oh, I disagree.
Michael Venom Page is a different thing.
Oh, he'll put his lights out.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Really?
Yeah, I think Ian Gary's the next. He's it, man. That
He's
dude's so talented.
I think he's sensational, but he's been hit before, and he's been rocked and dropped. Michael Venom Page is a different thing
He's been
inside
hit,
the octagon.
but Michael Van Page's been hit before too.
Right. By Diego Lima.
Correct.
Or Douglas Lima.
Page on this.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I like Page, but I think Ian Gary's that guy.
I think he's going to have a really hard time finding that guy.
You know what I
saw
think?
the Kevin Holland fight?
Yep.
He was like, where the fuck is he? He couldn't find him. Couldn't even touch him. It's
True.
such that point, elite point fighting style with all the MMA skills that Michael Venom Page has. That is one of the most puzzling problems to deal with inside the octagon.
Yeah, look at Alex, thriving. Pierre, thriving.
Right, but it's not. Alex is not a point fighter. It's a different style.
But yeah, I'm just saying his elite level of striking makes up for the other holes in the game.
Sure, but we've had elite strikers before. The difference with Michael Venom Page is Michael Venom Page is an elite point fighter. His style of hitting and not getting hit and being able to close distance really fast, fucking nobody's like that.
Wonder Boy, closest?
Close, but not at that level.
Not that level.
It's Wonder Boy was a kickboxer,
Correct.
a very elite striker, very elite kickboxer. But the difference between kickboxing and point fighting is that blitz.
Yeah.
That blitz, and Michael Venom Page is so unorthodox.
I think that could be one of those fights. Remember when Francis and Derek Lewis were going to fight, and we're like, bro, this fight's going 1 minute, get ready, and it went to a decision, so boring.
Right.
Sometimes when you have those two high-level strikers and it's that style, I'm not saying it's going to be boring. There's a chance it can be really fucking boring because it's so calculated, so strategic, and neither guy wants to engage.
Michael
'cause
Venom
they're throwing
Page has never been in a boring fight in his fucking life.
He's amazing.
Michael Venom Page is he's
some
an
of those
entertainer.
Bellator ones are
Motherfucker
tough.
will
buddy.
moonwalk in the middle of the fight.
He's great, don't get me wrong, but some of those Bellator ones were tough.
I'm interested. I'll tell you what. You might be right. You might be wrong.
okay,
I'm
that's
interested. Yeah. I just think that he is the most difficult puzzle on the feet I've ever seen.
Hard to find a guy who can spar like him, too.
Because
So you're kinda seeing
Kevin
it for the
Holland
first
couldn't
time.
do a fucking thing to him.
Right.
Couldn't do a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland is a good striker. A very good striker. I mean, he's a complete fighter, Kevin, but he's a very good striker. And he didn't even come close to hitting him. Like, that dude was just not there. It's a different thing, man. And he's tall as shit.
It's no disrespect to Holland. I think Ian Gary's at a different level than those guys you mentioned.
I think so, too.
And his
But-
movement's different. His size is different.
But
his
Ian
confidence
is
is
also
different.
used to fighting guys that are shorter than him.
Yeah.
And Michael Venom Page is the first guy that's taller than him.
Also,
He's
look
taller?
at also,
Yeah.
He's taller than Ian.
Yeah, or the same height.
similar. Yeah,
What's he,
it's not like a
6'3"?
huge advantage. But also look, age is a factor as well.
That's true. That's true.
37,
Ian's not
37
even in.
years old.
Ian's just getting to his prime, dude. When those guys are like 27, 26, 28, good fucking luck.
And they get so much better so quick. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
because,
first thing to go is
Venom
speed.
Page is 37.
It's kind of interesting that Ian Garry and Colby never came out because Ian was calling him out.
Colby said he declined it because he's not famous enough yet.
That's so crazy and so incorrect.
Okay.
It's so incorrect.
Wait. Who was saying that?
Colby was saying he's not famous yet, but meanwhile, Colby's lost most of his last fights. I think it's an interesting fight because Colby is a motherfucker, man. Talk all the shit you want about that guy, but that guy can
He can
close
fight.
the
Do you know-
distance.
do you know that
he
his-
can fuck his
his gas
fucking
tank?
gas tank's off the charts.
Do you know that
wrestling.
his foot broke 30 seconds into that fight with
Leon Edwards?
Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
Like, he had a broken foot. It's broken in 3 places. He came to my show in Miami. He was like 85%. That was 3 weeks ago. So that was a real fucked up foot.
Oh, no doubt.
Like, he was walking on it tender. And
Yeah,
I was
no-
like,
no doubt.
You fought that fucking dude for 25 minutes with a broken foot in 3 places? That's a bad motherfucker.
Also, Leon Edwards is the best striker in the division.
Oh.
Yes.
He's the most technical, the most
Sure,
dangerous.
but he was in that fight.
I love watching Leon move. Just the way he moves, just the technique, the precision, everything is just so fucking. Everything is just so. It's just
No
like
wasted
what,
movement.
Yeah, it's like what you want to see in an elite striker. You see in Leon.
I also like him because there's no really shit talking. He's not on Instagram doing TikTok dances.
No, he's great.
You just respect him for his fucking
Look
skill
at me
set.
now! Look at me now!
Great story.
Headshot bang!
Headshot. He's the fucking man.
Yeah, he's
You don't expect him to sound British. I still don't. Every time he talks, it's a surprise.
Now we'll see what happens if Islam goes up there.
Did I ever tell you the time? I think I've told it on the podcast before. I ever tell you the time that there was this dude that was, I don't want to say who he worked for, but he was a bodyguard, and he talked shit to Leon Edwards when Leon was with me. I brought Leon to a show. Leon did my podcast. Then I brought Leon. We went did a show with Chappelle. Me and him were hanging out. And then afterwards, we all went out to this club. This like after hours party that David set up.
Okay.
Dave sets up these shows, like he does the shows, and after the shows he likes to set up a party. So he has like a DJ, he brings in food, it's fun hang. But it was at the end of the night, and this guy decided he was going to kick everybody out, and for some reason he singled out Leon Edwards, and he got in his face, and he said like, "Hey man, I fucking told you it's time to leave."
Fantastic.
And then I got in between him. I said, "I know you probably made some fucked up mistakes in your life. You're about to make the biggest one."
Did you say you know who that is?
Exactly what I said. I pulled him aside.
And what'd he do?
And he like went like a ghost. I go, "That's one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet." I go, "You're about to make one of the biggest mistakes of your life." I go, "He's cool. There's no reason to talk to him like that. He didn't do anything wrong. He doesn't know. He's here with me."
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like, he chilled out.
If you want,
After he sees him knock out Kamaru Usman, he's like, "Oh no!" He sees his life pass before his eyes when he was watching it on TV.
You want to go viral, bud? You can, but it's me the wrong way.
I was like, "If you're gonna do this, let me get my phone out."
That's like the guy fucking with Joe Schilling. Like tried to pick a fight with him before that. He was like mouthing off to him the whole time before that, and Joe's like,
"Oh, was
Jesus.
he?
Yes.
He was mouthing off. I know he was a dick to people at the bar.
No, he wasn't mouthing off to him. He was mouthing off to like other people at the bar.
He was mouthing off also to Joe. The whole story is that he was just a dick from start, and Joe's like, "Are you kidding me?"
You
And
can
then he
kind of
goes to the
see
bathroom.
that. He seemed like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Just